We got up at the crack of dawn today. We travelled about half an hour out of Cluj to hear the Terda salt mine. It's literally in the middle of nowhere. It's about 27 kilometres out. It is a huge national attraction. You'll see why, because at the bottom of it there is apparently a huge amusement park.
We started our journey in Cluj. To get to the salt mine, you've got to take the A-list bus, and you get that from here. It cost me 40 li, which is about just over £7 to get into the salt mine. A word of advice for you: wear some warm clothing, and also wear some good shoes with a good grip on the bottom, because the floor and the walls are very powdery and slippery.
There's huge corridors here inside the salt mine itself. Apparently the total length of this corridor is 917 metres.
There's lots of rooms which branch off from this corridor, which have been turned into museum pieces that tell the story of the mine.
If you don't like heights, then you're not going to like this at all. Look over here.
At the very top of the mine, there's two wooden catwalks which take you either to the stairs or to the lift.
Apparently it takes about 4 minutes to walk down the actual staircase. There is a lift. I have no idea where it is. There's a rickety old staircase that we're going down now. There is a lift back there. I think we missed that. We've got golf, table tennis, a theatre, a boating lake, and a big wheel, which we're just about to go on, a Ferris wheel. And it cost us 5 li, which is around about £1 to go on this. It's brilliant. We're on the Ferris wheel now. And it takes around about 10 minutes to do a whole cycle. So it goes up quite slow, but you get to see all the sort of the salt crystal and the huge view of inside the salt mine. It's a bit of a weird angle, but you get the perspective of how high the ceilings are in here. I'm just dreading walking up those steps. I hope there's a lift, but apparently there is. Somebody told me it was out of action. Just having a laugh.
If you don't fancy taking the stairs to the surface, then be prepared to wait for the elevator.
We've been waiting about 20 minutes to go up there, so if you do want to get back, make sure you get in the queue early. Look at the size of that shaft.
You can pick up some really nice classy souvenirs here, including things like a salt crystal light, key rings, etc.
I'm currently on my way out of the mine. Now there's two entrances. There's a new entrance, which you saw when I came in. We're now going out the old entrance. And this corridor is actually just about half a mile long. If you were to walk from where the bus actually drops you off in the town centre, it could take up to about an hour to get here. So apparently this entrance, the old entrance, actually brings you closer to the actual town where we're going to get the bus from. Well, that was absolutely amazing. We came out of the old entrance. Just a word of warning, if you are leaving your souvenirs to the last minute, don't, because there's no shop anywhere to be seen. And I was saving myself to get myself a little magnet. Anyway, it's definitely worth a visit here. You can spend a good morning. We've spent about 4 hours here so far, exploring on the Ferris wheel and so forth. Anyway, that concludes my trip here to the Terda salt mine. And if you want further details, that's all going to be at the bottom of the screen. Don't forget, please do subscribe to the channel. Click on that link at the bottom. If you click on that bell as well, every time I release a video, you'll get a notification straight to your inbox, just what you've always wanted. Hello everybody, hello and welcome to Izzy Wizzy Let's Get Quizzy. I'm your host, Richie Litchfield. For the next 1 hour, we are playing a live pub style quiz. It's completely free to play and it's just for fun. So you can play on your own, you can play with your friends, you can play via Zoom or Teams or whatever. But do get involved. And first things first, if you are watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, whatever you're watching us on, please like and follow and subscribe and share. Really important, keeps the channel going, if you know what I mean. We've got a chat area just here, so you can get involved with our chat just here. So you can say hi, maybe it's your birthday, maybe you're watching in some remote location, you want a quick shout out, then put a little notice up there and I'll try and read out as many of them as possible. Now, the quiz consists of 4 rounds of 10 questions. I had to think about it just then. So there's 40 questions. And this week's theme is all based on cats and dogs. Well, that is, unless I get a very special guest coming on tonight, but he's just finished work. He's trying to race across the county of Kent to get home. And if he doesn't make it, then we won't be doing his round in the quiz, but we'll do it in 2 weeks' time. But we are doing 40 questions, all based on cats and dogs. And with that in mind, some of you sent in some fabulous pictures of your own cats and dogs, which I'm going to be putting on a little bit later on. I've got to say, I've had loads of pictures. They're all coming up a little bit later on. So do get involved with our chat area just here. All you need is a pen and piece of paper, so go and grab one quick. We'll take a short break in between each round of questions as well. And what else have I got to say? Oh, and if we ever lose this live stream, for any reason, say we get a power cut or something like that, we will restart it again. Just head to our Facebook page, Lichfield Lifestyles, and we'll be there. Or visit our website, which is izzywizzy.letsgetquizzy.com. Okay, without further ado, let's kick off with round 1. And I hope Julia, Anne, and the rest, and Holly, and the rest of the family who are all watching right now, somewhere near Aylesbury, I believe. I hope they've managed to get their YouTube up and working on their big screen. We'll say hello to everyone over there in just a second. This is round 1, all based on cats and dogs. Okay, and you get 1 point for every single answer you get correct. Okay, so a group of kittens shares its name with which IT device? So a group of kittens shares its name with which IT device? What is the answer to that? What do you reckon it is? So all based on cats and dogs. Brian and Lola, they're hoping for some sports-based questions tonight. They're absolutely hooked on the Olympics. I'm only being sarcastic because they absolutely hate sports questions. I always get told off if it's a sports question. Let's see who is in the house and who's been saying hello. Holly, she's in. She says, hi, love Julia, Holly and Anne. Big shout out to you guys up somewhere near Aylesbury. Joseph O'Loughlin, he says, nice shirt, Richie. Thank you very much. I stuck the sequins on myself. Something what I did in lockdown, if you know what I mean. Martina Lloyd in Dublin says, Richie, Hazel and Beth are joining me tonight. So big shout out to you girls. Hope you're having a fantastic night. We've got Brian and Lola. He says, too much grape juice for Lola, I believe. That's i.e. wine. I haven't got any tonight. I must say, I'm starting this keto diet. Vodka and slimline, if you know what I mean. It isn't really, it's water. I will be told off if it is. I'll tell you that now. Doris and Lola say they're enjoying watching from a secret location somewhere in London. And they really hope for loads of sports questions tonight. And Joseph in Brixton, he says, good evening from Brixton as well. So thank you for those. Keep those comments coming in just here. And let us know where you're watching from. Don't forget, if you have just joined us here tonight, do click on that subscribe button and share. Every little helps, if you know what I mean. Okay, number 2. What is recognized as the smallest breed of pedigree dog? So what is recognized as the smallest breed of pedigree dog? What is the answer to that one? Okay, small, fluffy, and very, very cute. We've got quite a few actually around this area. Yappy little things they are. They really do yap. A friend of mine's got one as well. He thinks he comes up here, and it's not my house anymore. It's his house. Okay, he comes straight up. He goes upstairs and makes himself comfortable on my guest bed. And then when I do have a particular guest staying, they always moan saying they've got itchiness, fleas or something. It isn't. It's in their mind, if you know what I mean. Okay. So, by the way, if you do miss any of the questions that I say tonight, just pop it on the chat just here. I'll try and repeat as many of those questions as we go through the quiz. So we've got a superstar watching tonight, actually. We've got a big pop sensation, Holly. Okay. She's an amazing singer. Holly, if you put your YouTube up here, we'll give you a little bit of a plug, darling. Okay. And then you can all go and have a look at her because she's very, very good. Right. Number 3. On average, how many whiskers does a cat have? So on average, how many whiskers does a cat have? So what is the answer to that one? That is number 3. Right, so just put that there so it stays still. Joseph says, hi, Martina. I'm off to Sligo in 8 weeks, hopefully. Joseph says, Richie, I hope that's not gin and tonic. It's not gin and tonic, Joseph. Look. It's vodka and slimline tonic. I didn't have any lemons. And I've got my gin and tonic vegan sweets. Just there, so I should be munching through those. Who else have we got in? Let's just have a look. Oh, yeah, I've got to say hello to Christine Lathwell, Alan Lathwell. We've got another Holly in the house as well. We've got Michelle watching. It's her birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday to Michelle. All watching in Stopsley in Lutonshire. How fabulous. What a glamorous location you are in. Number 4. In which month of the year is the annual Crufts Dog Show generally held? So in which month of the year is the annual Crufts Dog Show generally held? So what is the answer to that? I've actually worked Crufts before. We've got Nikki in. She says, can't get close enough to the cat to count. Yeah, you're going to have to try and get up close and personal to your cat. Martina says, in answer to Joe's question, that he's going over to Sligo. She says, oh, my sister-in-law Hazel is here. She's from Sligo too. Fantastic. What a fabulous place. One place I've always wanted to visit, Sligo. Oh, we've got a guest in the house. Let's just bring her in. She's just popped in to say hi. One of our moderators here, the main moderator of the North. Hello, darling. How are you?
Hello. How are you? Fine, thank you.
You are?
I said I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, I didn't have the speaker turned up, so I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well. You look very at home there. Are you on bed? Are you actually in bed?
No, I'm on it. It's the only place I have to sit still.
It looks very comfortable against the wardrobe.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Lisa Honeybone, the meme moderator of the North. You're keeping an eye on the chat, aren't you? Making sure everyone behaves. There's not much
there to look at tonight. Everybody's been very quiet.
I know. Well, you'll have to start getting a little bit raucous on there, Lisa. Okay. You know what you're like when you're in the house.
Oh, what?
Right. I'm going to say goodbye.
That's short and sweet. Bye-bye, dear.
Bye. Oh,
that's
no, it's
me now.
Oh, yeah, you can stay on.
Unfortunately, I don't have the question, so I have no idea what the next one is.
I pressed the wrong button, everyone. Right, okay, so the next one is number 5. What other name for a mountain lion shares its name with an older woman who likes younger men? So what other name for a mountain lion shares its name with an older woman who likes younger men? What is the answer to that one? So it's a mountain lion. I've actually been to Crufts before. Going back to the previous question, it absolutely stank when I was in there. I was working it, and I was right by the. They've got a lamppost and a walking area for the dogs that are there. And I'll tell you, the end of the week, or the weekend, whatever. It wasn't particularly pleasant, I have to say. We've got loads of pictures that have been sent in as well. Holly's just joined the chat. She just said, this is my music YouTube channel. Thanks, Richie. Where is it then, darling? You need to put it on there. What's it called? Is it Holly Through? Oh, Holly Throughbron, everybody. You can see her at the top there in the chat. That's it just there. By the way, I've got to say a big shout out to all of our groups that we've just joined tonight. We've got to join quite a few LGBT plus groups tonight, including Miss Jason's Lockdown Laughs. Big shout out to you. It's lovely to have you here. All the people that joined us from Glitterbeam Radio as well, because just before I do this show, I do a live radio show called About an Hour, and it's an LGBT plus travel and event show on Glitterbeam Radio. So if you haven't yet heard it, it's on every Tuesday at 7 o'clock pop it in your diary, if you know what I mean. So big shout out to you. I'm going to say hello to all of our Irish groups as well that have joined us tonight, including Sligo and Galway, and anyone else I've missed, apologies, but thank you so much for accepting us on your page. It's lovely to have you, if you know what I mean. Nikki is in the house as well, watching with her lover John and her 2 cats. She says she's loving the show as well, so lovely to have you here. Martina says, girls say Swagman Bar. Is that are you referring to a bar in Sligo, Martina? Okay, moving on then. Number 6. What is the name of the organisation responsible for registering dog pedigrees in the UK? So what is the name of the organisation responsible for registering dog pedigrees here in the UK? That is number 6. So what is the answer to that? Do you know the answer to that, Lisa Honeybone?
No, I was actually just thinking, I wondered what questions 1 and that were that I'd missed.
I will go back to that in a minute. I'll repeat them for you. Do you know the answer to that one?
Just remind me what the question was again.
She's watching EastEnders. I know she's watching.
I'm not. I'm trying to log on to YouTube.
So what is the name of the organisation responsible for registering dog pedigrees in the UK?
Yes, I do.
Good. Right. That's lovely. I love having all these guests popping in. So if anybody wants to appear on the show, drop me a quick message in the week and I'll send you a link and then you can come and join the show. We have as well got Duncan Curtis hopefully join us a little bit later. He's reading out some questions based on Scotland. Don't ask me what that's got to do with cats and dogs, but he will be, hopefully. And if he doesn't do it this week, if he doesn't get back in time, he'll be doing it in 2 weeks' time. We're live. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, do check out Holly's YouTube channel. It's fabulous. And like and subscribe it as well. Right. Okay. Moving on. We're on number 7 now. What name is given to a female cat? What name is given to a female cat? What is the answer to that one? By the way, I'm off to, in a few days' time, I am off to a very glamorous location, everybody. I'd just like to share this with you because here, because of all these like lockdowns and everything else that's been going on over the last forever, I've had trips to Singapore, to Vietnam, over to Greece, to Spain, Iceland, all cancelled, and it's been an absolute nightmare. So I've said that this year I am not going abroad until right at the end of the year, when hopefully things are a lot easier, because I feel you can't book anything at the moment. So I've decided I want to go away for a few days. I picked a very glamorous location. No, it's not Luton. Okay, it's going to be Skegness. If anyone has been to Skegness and has got any tips for me about where to visit there, please do drop me a quick line in the chat area just here. What have I got to do? Where have I got to go? What have I got to see? And I'll put it on my little itinerary and maybe make a little bit of a vlog about it and put it on Literal Lifestyles YouTube channel. So do let me know if you've got any tips for me on that. That would be absolutely fantastic. Okay, so moving on then, number 8. What colour is the tongue of a chow chow? So what's colour is the tongue of a chow chow? I just got a message on from Lisa Honeybone saying, I thought that said something else. Skeggy, yes, it's Skeggy. And what else have we got? What was it Mrs. Slocum would have said? Joseph O'Loughlin says. Yes, Joseph. Give us a clue. Let us know. Write it in the chat just there. Let us know where you're all watching from, everyone, as well. Cheers, down the hatch. It's very hot in this room. I'm going to have to put the aircon in during the break. In fact, I'm going to have to put it on in just a second before I melt anymore. So what colour is the tongue of a chow chow? Number 9. Which is the only big cat that does not have retractable claws? So which is the only big cat that does not have retractable claws? What's the answer to that one? That's number 9 on round 1. Lisa Honeybone says, Richie, could I repeat questions 1 and 2? So number 1 was a group of kittens shares its name with which IT device? And number 2, what is recognised as the smallest breed of pedigree dog? If anybody else misses any of those questions as well, or has missed any questions, you just joined us a little bit later, do pop the ones you want me to repeat on the chat just here, and I'll try and repeat those for you. Okay, finally, number 10 in round one. Which dog's name translates from the German for badger dog? So which dog's name translates from the German for badger dog? So what is the answer to that one? Write it down. If anybody missed any of those, do pop it on the chat just here. Do say hi. Let us know where you're watching from as well. Everyone's being very well behaved in here, by the way. If you want to get involved in our chat, just like, follow, or subscribe to us. If you're watching us on YouTube, just press that subscribe button. Every little helps the channel. It really, really does. And I'd be very much appreciative if you could. Right, everyone, we're going to take a very, very short break for about 45 seconds. If you need to refill your glass, grab yourself something to eat or whatever, now's your time to run to the kitchen. I'm going to be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
With more people working from home during the pandemic, the need to use video resources has increased. Do you need to deliver presentations on camera or online? Be it on Zoom, with a video crew, or in a studio, the need to deliver messages via video is increasing, and it's vitally important you engage the audience from the start. This book is a must for anybody who has to present on camera for work. It teaches you step by step how to build up an on-camera presence and will assist you to start building up viewer trust. Learn from an experienced presenter and media skills mentor and pick up some vital tips to help you perfect your on-camera confidence. The book is available on Amazon for a special price of $8.99, including postage and packing. Details are in the description below.
And if you haven't yet got your copy, you can order it on Amazon. This is the only plug I do during the show. Do you know what I mean? But if you haven't yet got your copy, grab one on Amazon. They're $8.99. They're really cool. It's got like all about presenting on camera. If you're doing work presentations, perhaps you're being a best man at a wedding, lose the ums and ers, if you know what I mean. I'm always umming and erring. How to breathe properly, your voice. And it's available there for a really, really cheap price of $8.99. Fantastic book. Grab yourself a copy. And the link is in the description below. I'll put that there. Right, okay, we've got a picture round now, everybody. And this is called Spot the Dog. So I'm going to put some famous dogs on screen. And you've got to guess the name of the dog. Okay, so without further ado, let's have a look at, there's 10 of these questions for you. Let's have a look at number one. Here's question number one. Spot the dog. What's the name of this dog? So there is 10 of these pictures. Apologies for the quality of the pictures, but it adds to it, doesn't it? Get up close and personal to your TV screen. So what is that one? Elisa Honeybone apparently liked the joke that Joseph told about Mrs. Slocum. Was it really a joke? I'm not sure. We got Martina Lloyd watching, and Martina sent over a picture of a really cute cat, actually. And it was adorable. That was not a cat, actually. No, that's not a cat. I thought it was a cat, Martina. It looks like a cat. It's a dog. I'm going to get told off. Okay, this is number one. Number two. Anyone my age will know that. And by the way, just in case you're wondering, I just like to point out it's 38 years old, plus a little bit of VAT. Nikki Newbury, how are you getting on with the quiz tonight, darling? How are you getting on? Do let me know. We've got Brian and Lola as well watching in a secret location. Lola was the one that came up with the theme this week for Spot the Dog and the picture round. By the way, I'll give you a heads up. In 2 weeks, because we're doing the quiz throughout the summer, every 2 weeks. Because it's, you know, we understand that hot weather, people want to be outside, etc., etc. So every 2 weeks. So the next one is going to be on in 2 weeks' time. So what date is that going to be, Lisa? Oh, have a quick look in your diary. Just let us know. And yeah, so we're doing the quiz every 2 weeks, and I've forgotten where I was. Oh yeah, and the next picture theme is going to be the theme is upside down, upside down. So have a think, and we want to see some creative pictures in 2 weeks' time. Some amazing pictures of dogs and cats this week, by the way. So number three. What's this one? This is number 3. Martina says Teddy the dog is in therapy by being called a cat. By the way, the next quiz is going to be on the 10th of August. Thank you for that, Lisa. What would I do without you? Thank you to Joseph, who shared me to 26 different groups tonight. And Duncan's just messaged in. He's not going to be on the quiz this week doing his Scotland thing. He'll be on the next one. So this week it's just going to be all cats and dogs questions. No sports questions for Brian and Lola, though. He says, not looking like I'm going to make it, Richie. Give my love to everyone. I'm stuck behind caravans and very slow traffic and a flashing petrol light. Arse. Sorry about that. Next week, it will be on the 10th. Anyway, this is number 4. Number 4. That is number 4. One of my favourite characters, actually, I must say. Must point that out. So how are you doing with this, Lisa?
I'll kill you yet one of these days.
How are you getting on with it?
Yeah, I just dawned on me who it was. I was struggling, thinking, why the hell don't I remember who this is? And then I went, just as you brought me in. So it was a good job you didn't find me shouting the answer out at the screen.
Oh, that's all right. Do you know what the answer to this one is? This is number 5.
Oh, yeah, I do actually.
Well, don't tell us.
I'm not.
How many do you reckon you got right so far?
Not as many as I would like, actually.
No.
I found some of the first lot of questions a bit hard.
We've got another round of general knowledge coming up a bit later. I know I'm going to be moaned at by Christine Lathwell, who's watching in a very posh location known as Luton. She's going to be screaming, going, "It's too hard! It's too hard, Richie." All right, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, that's number 5. Number 6. This is number 6 just here. How are you getting on, Julia, Anne and Holly, watching in a very glamorous location near Aylesbury? So this is number 6, everybody. Joseph says it's not that hard, Lisa. And what a cute dog that one is. Martina, though, I called her dog a cat. Whoops. Easily done. You'll see why when we go through the pictures at the end. Seriously. We've got number 7. Oh, look. It's cute. I love. You know that one, don't you, Lisa? She's nodding at the screen. I can see her. Right, so that's number 7. Anyone getting into any arguments about this? Lisa says, Martina, my dog thought she was a cat. She lived with 10 cats at one point. Yeah, when we had our old Sheltie, she would only eat cat food, the posh stuff. Do you know what I mean? She wouldn't eat the dog food. Very weird. Right, okay, so that's number 7. Number 8. They can be quite fussy, dogs. Very fussy eaters. So that is number 8, everybody. Now, have you all had a really good weekend? What have you all been up to? Anyone got any trips planned away? Do let us know. Write it in the chat. Are you making a romantic evening? Are you making a romantic evening tonight of the quiz? We know that Nikki and John are. Oh, and Brian and Lola. That's number 8. Number 9. Now, we've all seen this dog, but what's its name? What is the name of that dog there? We've got another picture round coming up, by the way. You've got to guess the breed. And finally, it's happening to me. Number 10. What is the answer to that one? Right, okay. So we are going to have another round of general knowledge questions. So we've got 10 of those, all based on cats and dogs. Okay, go and grab yourself a quick drink from the kitchen if need be. Grab yourself something to eat, whatever you need to do. And I'll be back in around about 45 seconds right after this.
Check out the EasyWizzy Let's Get Quizzy.com website. This is particularly useful if we lose the stream, because we've got a streaming box at the bottom of the homepage. You can also join our Facebook community here and also our WhatsApp group. Also on our homepage, you can find a link to the following week's show and also any of the shows that we're creating. At the top is our menu where you can visit our past shows, our mini quizzes that we create, and our quiz community section. Every week here in EasyWizzy Quizzy, we set a theme, and this particular case, it was autumn. And here you can see all the pictures that some of our viewers have sent in. We recommend quizzes as well here on EasyWizzy Let's Get Quizzy. This is Tricky Dickie's Sunday quiz, and this is all done via WhatsApp. If you click on this blue box here, it will take you straight through and you can get involved. And also we are promoting the Barley Mow pub quiz every Saturday at 9 PM at the moment as well. Now on the right hand side of the page, you'll see we've got some little white boxes there. You can join our community on social media. You can also find out what next week's theme is if you miss a show. We've got a merchandise section where you can buy some fabulous merchandise, particularly useful as we're coming up towards Christmas. If you're wondering what to get people, we've got some great face mask designs there, and we've got some t-shirts, some dog accessories, and we've got this fabulous EasyWizzy Let's Get Quizzy bumper sticker, which is a definite yes for anybody's car. You can contact us by clicking on this button just here. It takes you through to a form where you just put your name, your email and your message, and that gets straight through to us, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Now if you miss any of our shows, you can catch up with our past shows in the past shows section. It's a little bit like catch up on the BBC. EasyWizzy Let's Get Quizzy.com.
Just had a sneezing fit, everybody. That was lucky we went for a quick break there, because I was like, achoo, achoo. Must be hay fever coming on. Right, okay, everyone, we've got 10 questions for you. Again, based on cats and dogs, general knowledge. Then we've got one more round, a picture round of Guess the Breed. So, number 1, which group of protesters were affected by the 1913 Cat and Mouse Act? Which group of protesters were affected by the 1913 Cat and Mouse Act? Those of you that are on my social media, Lisa Honeyboner, your head is getting so low down, I'm not going to be able to see you soon. That's better. Just keeping an eye on you, love. So, those of you that are on my social media will understand exactly what I'm talking about, because I went into the garden the other day, and the there was a dead bird, a dead mouse
Oh, you
right by my shed. I
Let's
was
go with that.
hysterical. I thought it was a rat, Lisa. I had to get a friend of mine to go down and check what it was, and then make sure they put it in a bag, and don't put it in my bins, and take it up the road and put it in someone else's bin, because I didn't want it anywhere near it. I couldn't. Oh no! Ooh. I thought I was going to sell the house.
My
Seriously,
cat brought me home a dead bird, already wrapped up in a sealed bag. I will point that out.
how on earth did the cat put a dead bird into a bag?
I have no idea, but the cat was not happy when I took this bag off him.
That's really bizarre. Did the cat actually put the bird in there?
I got no idea. I don't even know where he got it from. All I know is he presented me it.
This is why I will not have a cat as a pet, because they bring these presents home for you, don't they?
Yeah, the other weird one was a big sod of dripping grass, and not only did he bring it in, but he insisted, he brought it all the way through the house. And unfortunately, I was upstairs in the bedroom making the bed, I think, and he brought it in and put it at my feet in the bedroom. So then I had all the bedroom carpet, all the hall landing stairs, and all the lounge carpet to clean, because there was just mud all the way through.
Oh no, terrible. Right, okay, number 2. According to the Kennel Club in 2000, what is the most popular dog breed in the UK? So think back all the way to 2000. We know what's in fashion at the moment, but according to the Kennel Club in 2000, what is the most popular dog breed in the UK? Joseph says, like your present in the back garden. I think that this mouse was dropped. I don't think that a cat had got it. I think it was dropped by a bird, because we've got a lot of birds of prey over the house, lots of big kites. And yeah, they pick them up, don't they, and drop them.
We had a cat that was scared of mice.
Yeah, they can be. Elephants are scared of mice as well, apparently, aren't they?
We had a present in the kitchen. We always knew when we'd got one, because we had one of the cats, and we used to say she'd got on mouse watch, because she'd just sit there and focus, and she wouldn't do anything. She would just sit and stare at the one spot. So we knew we'd got a mouse. And then
oh no,
yeah, so we were getting it out one day, and the other big burly cat came in.
I'd be out the house, darling.
And it came out and moved, and then he absolutely
I'd be out the house. I'd be selling up immediately. Okay, number 3. How many teeth should an adult cat have? How many teeth should an adult cat have? Nicola, get up close to your cat and try and see if you can count. In one of my volunteering jobs, we've got a cat there, and he is a bit feisty. He's a wild cat. He's feral, but he's sort of like, he's become accustomed to people being around, and he's quite loving. But he gets annoyed. When he gets annoyed, he will just take a swipe at you for no reason whatsoever. He'll just walk up and scratch your leg, or if you stroke him, he'll nip you if need be. This is why I don't really want a cat. Dogs are more me. I think a dog, definitely. Right, number 4. What are the 3 sizes of poodles? So number 4 is, what are the 3 sizes of poodles? Anne and Julia and Holly, how are you getting on with this? Are you getting on okay? I know that Holly went, we're rocking it, but how are you getting on with the general knowledge? What about Brian and Lola? How are you getting on? Christine Lathwell and Holly and Alan, how are you guys getting on as well? Joseph O'Loughlin, how are you getting on with the quiz? Joseph says, he says, yes, he's off to the north of England. And Lisa says, where are you going, Joe? Anywhere near me. And Joseph says, only in Yorkshire, Lisa. I don't think you're going to Yorkshire. I think you're going to Lincolnshire. I think you're going there because he's coming to Skegness with Richie. We're on a little bit of a road trip. Okay. How are you getting on, Martina and the girls, Beth and everyone else? Do let me know. Write it in the chat just here. Number 5. Bastet, a deity, is in the form of a cat or lion, was worshipped by which ancient race? So Bastet, a deity, please forgive my pronunciation, in the form of a cat or a lion, was worshipped by which ancient race? That's number 5. Lisa has just asked, she said, Richie, are you going to include me in your road trip? No, because we're not going that way. We're nowhere near you. Lisa Honeybone is in Doncaster, which is like north. And I'm going east. I'm going round the Wash, babes. Round the Wash. I'm doing that. I'm doing a little bit of a vlog trip, everybody, just in case you're wondering, because I've got my YouTube channel, Literal Lifestyles, and because I haven't been doing that many, I haven't been able to go to far out places. I'm just doing lots of staycation stuff. Yeah, so I'll be doing a few little videos going all the way around the Wash area. So we're heading to Norfolk and around into Lincolnshire to Skegness. I'm excited, actually. I've been watching lots of videos about the place. Looks interesting. So yeah, I think we'll have a laugh anyway, whatever you do. You got to, haven't you? So Lisa, in answer to your question, unless you come to Skeggy, I won't be seeing you on this trip. But when I do the north of England again, we'll be popping in again for a cup of tea. She lives in a very posh house. Right, okay. Number 6. What is unusual about the Basenji breed of dog? I'll spell it for you. Basenji. Okay, so what is unusual about the Basenji breed of dog? That's number 6. Just as I said that, the dogs start yapping outside. Do you know what's unusual about that, Lisa? Don't give us the answer, but do you know?
Oh, I was going to say no, but I'm not 100% certain. I may actually know what it is.
Did I pronounce the name right, though, do you reckon?
I think so, yes. And by the way, Skeggy is not that far from me. It's under 2 hours.
Yeah, but I'm driving,
I
Lisa,
know,
and you know how long it takes.
And
Do you want to tell everybody what happened?
you had a bit of a meltdown and called in here and de-stressed over a cup of coffee and then went off again.
Absolutely. This is what happened, everybody. Basically, I went up to see a friend of mine in York, which is around about 3.5 hours from where I am. And it took me near enough 6.5 hours to get there. I just don't like driving on motorways. I really don't. And I've got a new kind of car and it's bigger. And I'm just getting used to the size of it on roads and everything else. And it's just like, you know, I don't like motorways. Put me in Piccadilly Circus, Soho, or any city, and it doesn't faze me whatsoever. But a motorway, I'm a nervous wreck. Seriously. Martina says, oh, you should not for Lisa, seeing as you're nearly there. Joe wants me to repeat number 5. Number 5 was... Bastet, a deity in the form of a cat or a lion, was worshipped by which ancient race? Number 7, which continents are home for the jaguar big cat? So which continents are home for the jaguar big cat? What is the answer to that? Nikki says, is it really a dragon? Well, it could be. Are you referring to what is unusual about the Basenji breed of dog? It could be, Nikki. Write it down. Write it down. How are you getting on, babes, by the way? Are you getting on all right? Let us know. Julia's very quiet tonight. Normally, I can't get a word in with Julia. Seriously. I used to do a volunteering job with Julia, and I never got a word in edgeways. Normally, I can talk for England, as you know. I do my own shows. I'm on the radio, and I'm talk. Julia can't get a word in edgeways. So it's like that. I just zip, and that's it. Listen. She should be on the radio, seriously. Okay, moving on. Number 8. What name is given to a cross between a beagle and a pug? What name is given to a cross between a beagle and a pug? That's number 8. Oh, by the way, if you do visit our website, which is izzywizzy.letsgetquizzy.com, we have these fabulous mugs, which you can get. And they're limited edition, and I say that because they're coming off very, very soon, but you can order them. Absolutely fantastic. Izzy Wizzy, Let's Get Quizzy, live virtual quiz mugs, dishwasher proof as well, but they're on there. And so order one. They make great presents as well for any big quizzers that love doing the questions and all that sort of stuff. That is for you. Make every other team jealous. That's number 8. Number 9. Measuring 3 foot 11 inches from head to tail tip, which breed of cat is the longest according to the Guinness Book of Records? So measuring 3 foot 11 inches from head to tail tip, Which breed of cat is the longest according to the Guinness Book of Records? That is number 9. One more, and then we've got the picture round. How exciting. I can see Lisa, she's like this. I know that one. I can see her because I can see her on the screen just here. Oh, I know that one. Do you know that one, Lisa? Give me a thumbs up. No? She thinks she does. She's like, All right, one more. Number 10. How much did dog licenses cost in England and Wales before they were abolished in 1987? So how much did dog licenses cost in England and Wales before they were abolished in 1987? What is the answer to that one? Anne, you should be able to get that one. Julia, you should get that one. Christine, you must be able to remember that. Alan as well. Do let us know. By the way, we've got more people joined us as well. If you want to say hi, just pop your name in the chat just there. Right, without further ado, we're going to crack on with round 4, which is a picture round, and it's called Name the Breed. Okay, so let's bring on our first question. This is number 1 here. So what is the breed of dog just there? What is the breed of this poochie? So this is number 1. Number 2. It's like Bill Sykes' dog, isn't it? From Oliver. By the way, the more you message in the chat just here, the more chance you've got of earning yourself a diamond, because then you become a top fan and you get more privileges, if you know what I mean. I don't know how it all works, but if anybody knows, please do let me know. Holly says, there's no way I'm going to let you drive me around Piccadilly. Love. Oh, that's Julia from Julia. Oh, well, I've got to say, Julia is like driving Miss Daisy. When it comes to driving around London. I was in a car with her in the middle of the riots, actually, and it was seriously like being with driving Miss Daisy. It was funny. Nikki says, more cats, less dogs, please. Okay, Nikki, I've been told. So that's number 2. Number 3. Ain't it cute? Ain't it cute just there? Joseph has got a question for you, Lisa. Lisa Honeybone, everyone, just so you all know, is a little bit of a guru when it comes to DIY. She has got a dream job of working in B&Q as a tool consultant because she loves tools. So Joseph has said, Lisa, I've loads of wallpaper to strip. Any suggestions just there? Let's bring her on and maybe she can answer that one. Joseph needs some advice, Lisa.
Yes, but he has to be careful because it depends how good a quality his plastering is underneath. He runs the risk of ending up having to replaster.
Oh, right. Okay. So that's that's number 4, I think, isn't it? So this is number 5. Hang on, let's just start this again because I've lost my count. 1, 2, 3. This is number 4, everyone. This is number 4. Okay, that's number 4. So what's he got to do? Does he need a steamer or anything? If he hasn't got a steamer, what can he do?
A steamer will make it easier. If not, simply a bowl of water, a sponge, and a paper scraper, because you'll need this paper scraper regardless of whether he's got a paint stripper anyway. And all you do is score the wallpaper, get the water to soak in, and then scrape it off. Obviously, the steam makes it quicker, because the heat helps as well. But then he'll need to wash all his. If the plaster's fine, he'll need to wash it all down with soap paste, I think it is, or something like that, to get all the stickiness off, because if he's painting, it won't paint over it.
Thank you very much for that, Lee. So there you go, Joseph. She's told you what you need to do. Right, okay, number 5. Apologies for the quality of the pictures. But if you look at them kind of cross-eyed, they kind of come into focus. So that is number 5 just there. By the way, if you do want to subscribe and support the channel, you can for the price of a coffee, visit this website, and every little helps the channel. buymeacoffee.com/Richie Litchi. I do like a latte. Or hazelnut lattes. Oh, absolutely delicious. Number 6. Is that number 6? This is number 8, I think. What's going on with these? Sorry, everybody. I'll just start this again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 'It's like Dougal, isn't it? 8, 9, 'Oh, we can hear a pin drop, can't you? And finally, this is it, number 10. We'll quickly skim through those very quickly again, just in case you blinked and you missed any. And we'll go straight through them all very quickly again. Here we go. Right, that's 1. Josie says, oh, this is a bit of a rough. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Yeah, I want one too, Joe. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. I want this one. Number 8. It's like my hair. Number 9. And finally, number 10. Lisa says she wants to know where the cats are on that. Well, there's no cats on that one, darling. It's cats and dogs theme. Right then, if anybody missed any of those questions in any of those rounds, do pop them in the chat area just over here, and I'll try and repeat those for you. We are going to go straight through the answers in just a second, and we are going to encourage you to write your scores on the board. But first, the moment, let's do a drum roll. Da, 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 da. The moment you've all been waiting for. Let's have a look at people's dogs and cats that they've been sending in. Okay, here we go. The first one is from Erica, who is up in Yorkshire, and these are her 2 cats. We've got Sinbad at the top, and we've got Brew underneath, and they hate each other. So Erica goes to get Sinbad at the top to come in for its dinner, and it won't, because Brew terrorizes it. And because Erica is talking to Sinbad, as you can see, Brew has literally grabbed hold of her leg and is like trying to pull her away. So it's a jealous cat just there. So thank you for that. Number 2, we got this sent in from Richard, who was a viewer on our show a couple of weeks ago. So thank you for these, his dogs. We've got Brian and Lola just there, and a hedge. Okay, this is at the kitchen at Holmes. A hedge that looks a little bit like Scooby-Doo just there. So thank you for that. And we've got another one here of, this is Brian and a painting of a pooch just there. So thank you for that, Brian. This is me in a friend's house. This is that chihuahua I was telling you about that thinks it owns the place and sits on top of the bed in the guest room. It's lovely, actually. So thank you for that. Am I saying thank you for? I took the picture. There's Brian, and this is actually one of the questions. Okay, you needed to guess the name of this character. It's Brian and Brian. Okay, so there they are, just there. And there's Brian and a cat. And there's Lola and some van they found at the furry tribe just there. So thank you for sending those in, guys. Okay, this is Chopsy, and this is a police cat. Lives in a station, and it's very loved by all the police officers, and especially because they get lots of bits of white hair all over their clothes. This is Millie, so thank you for Tessa for sending that in. Look, likes a belly rub. There's Chopsy again, sitting on top of one of those police officers' gun vests that they've got just there, making itself nice and comfortable just there. There. Thank you, Tracy, for sending those in. And then we've got Nikki's 2 cats just here, which make fabulous draft excluders. Look at them. They're very fluffy, aren't they? Oh, no, there's a dog there. It's like a cuddly toy. And then there's the cat just there. Oh, it's so gorgeous. It's like the cat out of James Bond. You know, the one that, what is his name? Here's Jane, and this is Buster. Just that, love these dogs, Shih Tzus there, and that's his designer jumper. So thank you so much for sending those in, Jane. That's lovely. We've got Julia, and she's got 2 cats. Look at these, they're in the shape of a love heart just there. So Julia sent in those cats. That is such a wonderful picture. I love it. So thank you so much, Julia, Anne, and Holly, for sending that in. That's fantastic. We've got Chopsy again, trying to get some food, sent in by Tracy, and here she is outside with someone's dog that she found, and she's put her hat on the dog just there. So thank you, Tracy, for sending that in. And we've got this is Mia. This is Duncan and Duncan's family's cat just here. Look how gorgeous she is. Look, like butter wouldn't melt in the mouth. Absolutely gorgeous. Drop dead gorgeous they are. Okay, we've got this is Lisa Honeybone's cat just here. Lisa, what are the names?
Daisy is the dog, and that is Sally with them. They were 2 good friends, so if we took Daisy for a walk, you would get Sally following, so you'd end up with the park with both of them there.
Oh, very nice. And then we've got another one just here. Who's this one?
That's
is that them again?
Yeah, that's Daisy again, but that's Sally's sister. That's Tilly. Tilly was long-haired, and that was Emily revising.
And these ones?
They're not mine.
Oh, who sent this one in? Oh, this is Brian sent this one in. Thank you, Brian, for sending these in. That's fabulous. Aren't they cute? Look at the colouring. It looks like a tiger. Then we've got Lisa just there. And this is Lisa's cat as well. What's this one called?
That one was Charlie?
I can't believe you've forgotten what your cat's name is. That's terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself. There it is just there. Charlie the cat. This is Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. This is a neighbour's cat. Joseph O'Loughlin sent this in. It's like Coronation Street, isn't it? And we've got this one here. This is the dog that thinks it's a cat, or the cat that thinks it's a dog. This is a big fur ball from Martina, who sent this one in as well. So this is Bear, I believe. Very, very cute. It was in therapy, apparently. So thank you for sending that in, Martina. That's lovely. I really want one now. I really do. So anyway, next week's theme, just so you all know, it's upside down. So put your thinking caps on and do send over any pictures that come to mind. Upside down is the thing. Right, let's go through those answers right now. 1 point for each question you get right. Okay. So, a group of kittens shares its name with which IT device? The answer I'm looking for is Kindle. Number 2, what is recognised as the smallest breed of pedigree dog? It's a Chihuahua or a Chihuahua. Number 3, on average, how many whiskers does a cat have? It's 24. Number 4, in which month of the year is the annual Crufts Dog Show generally held? It's March. Number 5, what other name for mountain lion shares its name with an older woman who likes younger men? Lisa Honeybone, did you get that one?
Thank
It's a
you
cougar,
very
darling.
much.
Cougar. Number 6, what is the name of the organisation responsible for registering dog pedigrees in the UK? It's the Kennel Club. Number 7, what name is given to a female cat? It's a queen or a molly. Number 8, what colour is the tongue of a chow chow? It's black. Number 9, what is the only big cat that does not have retractable claws? It's a cheetah. And finally, number 10, which dog's name translates from the German for badger dog? It's a Dachshund, a sausage dog. Okay, so add those up. We've got round 2 now, which is Spot the Dog. So we've got some famous dogs. You need to guess their names. Okay, let's run through these. Okay. Martina says, is Lisa a cougar? Yeah, Lisa's a cougar. Martina's also a cougar as well. Right, so we've got the first one just here, which is Brian. Number 2, Hong Kong Phooey. Number 3, this is Marmaduke. Number 4, this is Pluto. Number 5, this is Rhubarb from Rhubarb and Custard. Does anyone know what the bird is called? Number 6, this is Fred Bassett. Number 7, Lassie. Number 8, this is Ralph from the Muppets. Number 9, this is Nipper, the HMV dog. And finally, number 10, this is Snoopy. And if you guess what that little bird is called as well, the bonus point for you, it's Woodstock. So that's our Spot the Dog round. Okay, now we're on round 3, which is also general knowledge on cats and dogs. Number 1, which group of protesters were affected by the 1913 Cat and Mouse Act? It's the suffragettes. Number 2, according to the Kennel Club in 2000, what is the most popular dog breed in the UK? It is a Labrador. Now, I think it's more likely to be a Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Number 3, how many teeth should an adult cat have? It's 30. Number 4, what are the 3 sizes of poodles? It's standard, miniature, and toy. Number 5, Bastet, a deity in the form of a cat or a lion, was worshipped by which ancient race? It's the Egyptians. Number 6, what is unusual about Basenji breed of dog? It doesn't bark. Number 7, which continents are home for the Jaguar big cat? It's North and South America. Number 8, what name is given to a cross between a beagle and a pug? It's a puggle. Number 9, measuring 3 foot 11 inches from head to tail tip, which breed of cat is the longest according to the Guinness Book of Records? It's Maine Coon, also known as the American Longhair. And number 10, how much did dog licenses cost in England and Wales before they were abolished in 1987? It's 37p. So that is the end of round 3. Okay, so we're now on the picture round, which is guess the dog breed. So number 1 here, this is a Labrador Retriever. Number 2, this is a Bull Terrier. Looks like Bill Sykes' dog from Oliver, doesn't it? Number 3, a Cocker Spaniel. Number 4, this is a Weimaraner. Number 5, this is a Boxer. Number 6, this is a Border Terrier. This is like, I love this one. Number 7, I could just see myself with this dog. I really could. Could you imagine me walking down the road with this thing? I love it, Dougal. This is a Lhasa Apso. A Lhasa Apso. Number 8, this is a miniature Schnauzer. Number 9, this is a Pug. And finally, number 10, this is a bulldog. Holly says, what is 37 pence in shillings? I don't remember those, Holly. I'm afraid that was well before my time. But do ask your mum, she may know. She's going to slap me, I tell you. Okay, so what is 37p in shillings? So write your answers on the board just here. Add them all up, write them on, throw them on there just there. Okay, that brings us now, ladies and gentlemen, to the end of this week's Izzy Wizzy Let's Get Quizzy. Now, we are back, I believe, on the 10th of August. Let me just ask my PA. Are we back on the 10th, darling?
Yes, it's the 10th day.
On the 10th. And the theme is Upside Down. So Julia says we're both in trouble. Love Julia just there. If you have just tuned in and watched the show for the first time tonight, we've been doing this now for well over a year, every single week until like a couple of weeks ago when we started to go every other week. And we're going to carry on doing Izzy Wizzy Let's Get Quizzy every other week throughout the summer, because obviously it's nice evenings. We understand people are out. We've had the football on as well. So it's been quite exciting. Plus, I want to go away. Do you know what I mean? It's all about me, 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 me. So do click on that subscribe button at the bottom of the screen if you've just tuned in for the first time. And then you'll get a notification. If you click that bell, you'll get a notification every time we go live. And we won't bombard you with loads of spam. If you're watching us on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Periscope, whatever, like us, follow us, and do share us with your friends as well. Okay, we're getting some scores coming in right now. Martina says, I did very well with my girlies here with 31. Nikki says she got 20 out of 40. Well done to you. Brian and Lola said they got 29. We needed more sports questions. Yeah, right. And Joseph says 37p is 7 and 6 pence. Did you get that one as well? What is 37p in shillings, Lisa?
No, I just thought pounds, shillings and pence. I can't remember it that well.
Fabulous. Well, Lisa, it's been absolutely delight you being on the show. Thank you very much for tuning in. Okay, everyone. Stay well, stay healthy, and please do click on that subscribe button at the bottom. Oh, yes. And I've got another thing as well. We're going to be doing before I go, we're going to be doing a charity show in around about a month's time from now. We've got a few charities that are close to people's hearts. If anybody's got any suggestions, join our WhatsApp group or our Facebook Messenger group, which you can do just if you just click on Litchfield Lifestyles or go to izzywizzylet'sgetquizzy.com, head to that website, scroll to the bottom of the homepage, and you will be able to join our WhatsApp group and our Messenger group, and you can just drop me a quick message and let me know your suggestion for charities. Okay, so we've had a few come in, so we'll look at the best cause and then we'll try and help everybody, if you know what I mean. So the more the merrier. That's it, everyone. Good night. Stay well and stay healthy. Ta-ra!